Well, my friends, I'm going to interrupt today's regularly scheduled program to remind you to hit that subscribe button and the reminder bell, and you'll be notified of all my future content. Thanks for that, and back to our regularly scheduled program. The surf from the break is just down to the, let's see, that would be the north, I guess. And so if you want to learn how to surf, this is probably a great place to learn how to do all that. I think the break is pretty mild. All in all, the only problem I see is there's just tons of people. There's lots of people out there enjoying the surf. So. Live music in the restaurant, in the, what's the main restaurant? The Outrigger? No, Sunset Beach? Anyway, I'll put it up here. Live music in there. My wife loved the live music. Interesting thing about this compared to the Sheraton I stayed at last year, the Sheraton had what I would call more typical traditional Hawaiian SpongeBob type music. Not so much at the Marriott, so it was more just regular music.
Now look at me.
Huli Huli Chicken. I think she was a little disappointed. She was wanting the whole Hawaiian music thing. Marriott Waikiki Beach right up there was mostly lovely. I will say that the 2-queen room that we were upgraded to, I would call it a full bed, not a queen bed by any means. A little snug for 2 people. My son probably loved his solo bed. don't normally do this, but it's a smart toilet. All kinds of controls and stuff, things. Yeah. So here's our view. This is the 21st floor. That is Waikiki Beach and all of the thousands of people who are enjoying the sun and the water today. It's about 80 degrees and absolutely beautiful. And of course, tons of people in the local pool, the hotel here. Good morning, Brandon. How are you? Maybe Brandon? I don't know. It's the right helicopter. Nah, I think that one, Brandon. He did the nose up and over like Brandon did. He's the only one that I've seen do that. Let's go, Brandon. The hotel has just tons of amenities and activities for the full family. There's ukulele lessons, painting, lei making, all kinds of activities. The Marriott is very family oriented. Like I said, lots of activities. A lot of those are geared towards family, and this little lagoon area right across the street that I'm looking at is really nice for families because there's a breakwater and really no waves. It's just a big lagoon and great for swimming. And I've seen tons of people learn how to paddleboard in here. So ABC stores, 2 of them in the hotel, one on either side of the street, so you can get a floaty and float in the lagoon as well. So it's a great location for families for sure. Restaurants in the Marriott Waikiki Beach, so it really becomes a one-stop shop if you choose. Plenty of restaurants up and down Waikiki. Burger place is a Mexican place across the street. And if you are a picky eater like my son, you can even get a Denny's over by the zoo, which is like a 5-minute walk from Waikiki, from the Marriott here. I think there's a fire dancer. It's not the proper term for him, but there's a fire guy. I think he performs in the evenings at 6 or around sunset at least. So I'm looking forward to seeing that tonight on our last day. It's rainy and fairly deserted here on Waikiki. Rain is keeping all the tourists in their rooms, I think. It's weird being in paradise and having it rain on you. It did this when we were in the Maldives as well. That's many years ago now, but kind of brings back a lot of those memories. If you have any questions or comments about the Marriott Waikiki Beach, please let me know. I think that's it. Remember, if you made it this long in the video, hit the subscribe button and the reminder bell, and I will see you next time. Happy travels.